Good morning everyone. I am Meenakshi from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to see the topic cloud security in the course cryptography and cyber security. So nowadays one of the most important demanding technology which rules the world is cloud computing, because from the small organization to the large organization all are using cloud computing services, even the individual also. So we have different types of cloud deployment models and we have different types of cloud services. So they are provided to the user based on the requirement. So eventually we need the security both internally as well as the externally. So we go for cloud security. So what is cloud computing security or cloud security means? It refers to the act of protecting the cloud environments, cloud data, information and the application against the unauthorized access and other types of attacks like distributed denial of service attack, malwares, hackers or some others. Okay, so that is we have to protect the cloud environment and the data which is shared to the cloud, the information and the application against the unauthorized access and the attacks. This is referred as cloud computing security or cloud security. Okay, so what is community cloud means? It allows to a limited set of organization or a limited set of employees to access a shared cloud computing service environment. So all the users can't access the cloud computing service environment. In the community cloud, only we are allowing some set of organization or some set of employees. So when we go for cloud security, first of all, we need a proper plan for cloud security. So usually the cloud security depends on three main factors. The first and most important one is resources that can be moved to the cloud. Okay, so for example, it can be a file or it can be a service, okay, or it can be some others. So what are the resources we are moving to the cloud, and what about its sensitivity risk? All should be evaluated first. Then what type of cloud we are using, it also affects the security. And the risk in the deployment of the cloud, it depends on the type of the cloud and the service model we are using. So the the three main factors which are very important while planning the cloud security are the resources, the type of cloud and the deployment of the cloud. So usually we have four types of cloud computing security controls. They are deterrent control, preventive control, detective control and corrective control. So what is deterrent control means? So they are designed to block the criminal attacks on a cloud system. Okay, so usually it is very easy for the inside attackers. So what is preventive control means? It makes the system resilient to attacks by eliminating the vulnerabilities. That is, we are making the system so strong such that it can withstand even when any attack comes by eliminating the vulnerabilities. So what is detective control means? It identifies the threats and it reacts to the particular attack. Okay, so this is known as detective control. So some of the examples for detective control software are IDS, that is intrusion detection software. Then we have several network security monitoring tools. Many tools are available on the market, so they all are an example for detective controls. And finally, the corrective control. So if in the event of security attack, if any security attack occurs, so these controls are activated to correct the necessary to make a corrective action. So by using the corrective controls, we can limit the damage that are caused by the attacks. So the cloud security is composed of the following categories. It mainly concentrate on data security, identity and the access management, governance, data retention and business continuity planning, legal compliance. So they are the several categories. So how does cloud security work means, so every cloud computing security measure, okay, so it has to accomplish one or more of the following details. That is, if any data loss occurs, we must able to recover the data. We must protect the storage and network against the malicious data theft. And we have to prevent the human errors or the human negligence which may lead to a data leak. And we have to reduce the system compromise or the impact of system compromise or the impact of a loss of data or impact of any data. Okay, so cloud security measure, it must accomplish one or more of the following tasks. So cloud computing operates in the three main environments we all know. One is the public cloud services, the second one private cloud services, and the third one hybrid clouds. So public cloud services, they are hosted by cloud security provider. Okay, so these include a software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. And the second one is private clouds. They are hosted by the single organization. And the hybrid cloud is a mixture of public and private clouds. So usually when we think about the cloud security, okay, we have to consider the security supplied by the cloud security provider as well as the security implemented by the customers. So they are the things we have to consider for cloud security: data security, availability, compliance, identity and access management, governance, data retention and business continuity planning. So what are the cloud security best practices? So we have to understand, okay, so the shared cloud security responsibility with the cloud service provider. That is, as a customer, we also need some responsibility for security along with the cloud security provider. So we must understand them. Then we have to understand how our data is going to be shared or accessed. Then we have to know what are the security protocols are provided by a particular cloud service provider. And we can go for encryption to hide our data from the attackers. Similarly, you can secure the endpoints by using the firewalls or by the anti-malware software. Okay. Then you can use a reliable cloud security solution. So they are some of the best cloud security practices. So some of the common security issues in cloud computing include insecure APIs, shared resources vulnerability, malicious intruder, data loss, resources hijacking, bad usage of cloud computing. Okay, so they are some of the common security issues which we feel in cloud computing environment. So with this, I am concluding today's topic. Thank you all.